Would you shut up?
What a way to start the stream.
Yeah, I know. I've already.
And the stream started.
I've already screwed it up. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and this is Drawing in the Corner, Chapter 2, Monsters. And with me tonight, we have my ever-faithful companion and good friend and fantastic artist and dare I say, winner of Drawing in the Corner, Chapter 1, yes. Avery Butterworth.
Of course. Was there any doubt?
No, there wasn't any doubt.
we're hearing you, Kodiak.
And then, of course,
and Kodiak the robot.
Yeah, it just said having issues with his mic, and it's gone. I don't know what's happening there, but oh well. Way to maintain the professionalism, Kodiak. Way to be there for us.
Good job, buddy. Nice job. Nice job.
All right.
Well, we I guess all night we can see him drawing and then rag on it, and he can't respond.
Oh man, I just choked on a spaghetti noodle.
Yeah. Get to the introductions. There's one more person here, jabroni.
Yeah, as we said, we had Uncanny Kodiak, who I think is being quiet for a moment, which, you know, that normally doesn't always happen. And last but not least, the incomparable, the insurmountable Rick from Cross Comics. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
All right. Excellent. I'm pretty sure if there was a second place for last week, Rick came in because he did a fantastic job creating some new character where I just rehashed an old character and, you know, whatever. But that's the idea.
Yeah, you did the Lando Calrissian of one of your characters.
Yes, I did. Well, he's a good guy who was pretending to be a bad guy. Is exactly what I intended, but, you know.
You went Pando.
Oh,
congratulations. Congratulations, so Childish Gambino.
That's so wrong. I'm gonna start singing then.
Okay.
You know, doesn't
Kodiak saying something about me? Tell what?
Andrew to check my levels. Yeah, hold on a second. Kodiak, you're just the same as everybody else. We're just not hearing anything from you.
What did you do, Kodiak? Oh my God!
I did not mute
him. You lose by default.
I think he jumped. He's coming. He'll come back.
He'll come back in. He's got the link.
Hey Jerry, how's it going, man? Appreciate you coming by and visiting.
What's up, Jerry? How's it going?
Jerry is one of our all-time, you know, from the very beginning, faithful creepers that kind of watch and often never says anything. We appreciate you to the max, Jerry. So glad to have you here this evening.
Yes, we appreciate the comment. We appreciate the creepers in this community.
Yes, we do. Now, what we're doing tonight, it's just a quick explanation for anybody out there who's going to watch this later, because we only got 2 watchers right now. Oh, Kodiak's here. Say hi.
Hi.
Now that we can hear you.
Hello.
Oh. Kodiak?
No.
Fix your mic.
Oh, my God. I heard him say something. Here, let me focus on it real quick. See if we can actually see anything. No, we don't see anything.
I can see his page. I heard something there for a sec.
Beep boop, beep boop. Did you invite Kodiak or Nasser? What's going on?
You know, I might have sent it out to Nasser. You never know.
Beep boop, beep boop. I am a robot.
Yeah. All right. Well, just let everybody know what it is we're doing here tonight. We are doing a drawn and quartered style live stream in which we get a whole bunch of artists together, 4, and we all draw something in the same theme. We're not drawing Batman. We're not drawing Superman. We're trying to draw something original. We're trying to come up with something new and interesting that nobody else has seen before. Maybe. You never know. But we're trying to do something original to us that may one day spark imagination on our side and, you know, turn it into something else. Like last week, Avery did a fantastic digital painting of a character who he could absolutely use in some of his stories that he's developing. So if it happens, that's just absolutely fantastic. And yeah, well, you know, that's the way it goes.
It's what I do. It's what I do, folks.
Right now we have
your applause, just throw money.
Oh, damn. Right now we have it set on we have the camera set on roaming, so whenever somebody talks, it'll focus in on whoever's talking, and you can see what they're doing.
Well, that'll be you.
So if you sit there and you don't say anything and you're all quiet and, bashful, like Kodiak is, who just jumped again, then you'll never get to see what they're drawing.
Almost as bad as you.
And the reason why I'm flipping through my sketchbook is, check out, did you see my samurai squirrel that I did?
That was better than the other one.
Well, I did 3 squirrels. I did a realistic squirrel based on photo reference, and then I did like my version of a squirrel,
That's
and then
better.
I made him,
Then
I made him into a character in Hero.
I don't know about that one.
The middle one looks the best for terrifying.
Put the second one's head on the third one's body.
Yeah, we'll see.
Or just put some clothes or something on the second one.
Everybody's a critic, Oh well. Okay. Well,
Kodiak, reset your computer.
He's gone again.
Oh my god.
All right.
So it's monsters. Anything specific to the
Are we waiting for Kodiak to get back?
No, I think we're going to start drawing because we're not making this 3-hour long thing. So.
So we're starting now?
Yeah, we can start now. Absolutely. Now, for my drawing tonight, I did a little bit of research. I was looking specifically for monsters in Chinese mythology to use for Hero Book 3, and I found 2, and of them, I liked one of them the best, so I'm going to work on him. There's a Chinese demon known as Oxhead, who is one of 2 demons that guards the underworld. And of course, that's exactly what he is. He is an ox for a head. It's a man's body with an ox head, kind of like a minotaur. But I'm going to try to do something along those lines for this character. So what about you, Avery? What are you putting down on paper?
Don't you worry about what I'm doing.
He has no idea. He's just going to start throwing crap at the drawing table and see what sticks.
Sounds like me tonight.
Yeah?
I was going to do one of my monster type looking characters. Just going to do whatever.
Okay.
Whatever comes to mind.
All right.
Yeah, whatever comes to mind. I know what I'm doing. I have an idea of what I'm doing.
Well, then why don't you share?
I am sharing.
Share the idea is what I said.
No, I am sharing. I'm sharing what I'm working on.
All right, whatever.
I know what I'm doing. I know I know a little bit of what it's for.
Oh, all right. Well.
So neener.
Neener, boo boo. Where the heck did Kodiak go?
He's trying to get that computer to work.
Well, in one of the texts he said D-fam. So I think that meant like damn family, something like that. So maybe he was having issues with the kids. If I haven't told you guys before, if you don't have adult children, they are the best. If you don't have some, go out and get some because they're awesome.
Adult children.
Yeah. Adult children are the best. I don't recommend those 10-year-old, 13-year-old pains in the asses. It's the adult ones that are really cool. Matter of fact, mine took me to go see a movie last night. And guess what movie I went to see?
Something awful.
Well, you were back? Yes, he's back, and we could actually hear you.
That happened last night when Malin was on the stream.
I don't want to hear about what happened last night. You and your issues, man. Just kidding. Well, I was just saying that having adult children is an awesome thing. And last night, my adult son took me to go see a movie. Can you guess what movie we went and saw?
Something Brony.
Something Brony. No, well, close. The Lego Movie. Lego Movie 2.
Oh, I want to go see that. I got to go see that too.
My kids are going to make me watch that 2,000 times when it comes on.
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I mean, if you like the first one, which was actually a really good movie, it was a fun movie and an entertaining movie. I really shouldn't use all these adjectives because Avery will get mad at me.
But, what are we doing tonight?
Was it entertaining or was it a Lego? There you go. Are you happy now?
Yeah, you're concerned he's gonna get mad at you. Why?
Because he always does.
I'm always mad at Andrew because he's always doing. He is my Mike Miller.
I am his Mike Miller.
He's always doing something. And I'm like, you dummy.
Guys, what are we doing tonight?
Monsters.
Monsters. Gotcha.
Monsters. Yeah.
Monsters.
So in other words, draw your kids. Ba-dum-bum-bum.
Oh, you're so funny. You're not funny.
You should have known that was coming, damn it. All right, so. Now, I'll be honest with you guys. Heroes and Villains and Monsters was thoroughly the extent that I have given towards thinking up of subject matter for this live stream. So you guys have got to help me with the next one.
I kind of like
if there is a next one, by the way. I mean, you never know.
I think we need to do a Comicsgate tribute and pick a Comicsgate character.
Well, we had mentioned doing something like that.
Yeah,
I vote for the Canadian Shield.
we need to have like a
one of the Canadian.
The Canadian what?
That's Rick's character.
Okay.
He's being funny. I'm the funny one. You be quiet.
Well, now here's the only issue with that though. With doing somebody else's characters, that's not the theme of this entire thing. To do something original.
Right,
you know, so it kind of even though I like the idea of getting together and doing something like that, it's kind of
it could be a special episode.
Yeah.
Well,
special.
Well, I did have a contest on my channel that nobody really entered a while back. For the most part,
was it win a date with Rick?
No.
I won the date.
That was such a mean burn.
I'm sorry.
I know. I approve.
Sorry, Rick.
Andrew's on a roll tonight.
I apologize, Rick. I don't mean to be mean.
I can take it.
Okay.
I'm just as bad.
That's what she said.
Oh my gosh! And to the gutter we go.
Oh, I'm taken to the gutter every time.
Guys, I tell you what, I don't know who this woman is that keeps saying all these things, but I would love to meet her because she sounds so freaking awesome.
She sounds fantastic.
She sounds fantastic, I know.
Yeah, but see, you guys got a problem. You're already married.
Yeah,
I'm not married.
No, yeah, he's not married.
Oh, okay.
Me and Kodiak are the only ones that are married.
Yep.
Okay.
And Kodiak's the only one that's faithful. I just guys, I just had to check see if my wife was still in the kitchen. She wasn't.
Hey Jen, you know what? I have your wife's phone number. I can tell her what you just said.
Hey, all you have to do is tell her to watch the stream.
Trust me, she does not care.
My question, Avery, is: would she believe that?
No, she knows. Like she's like, who else would put up with him?
Yeah.
Who would take him?
That's what she said.
Well, now we know who she said is. What? So you already got her.
Oh,
dude, did he just say that about my wife?
Yeah, so inappropriate.
Yeah,
I like it.
That's Jerry's cousin, man. He'd go beat you up as well.
That is an audience member's cousin.
Yeah,
dude.
Hey, Joshua, how's it going? He says Rick is married to the Canadian Shield.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay.
Well, he's a guy. I'm not into guys.
Hey, we no judgments. We're not no judgments here.
Oh no, he's just mentioning his preference.
Man, we are going downhill quickly tonight, fellas.
Yeah, all the way. Like we even try to stay on hill.
All right. Well, I'm gonna deter. I'm gonna take the conversation to another subject. We're gonna talk about local stuff and guns.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and now you want to, and the local stuff is the alligator farm. So I don't know if you guys have heard this story or not, but
I would think not, since it's not really local.
Well, it's local for me and Avery and Kodiak. So you're the outsider here, Rick, but you might actually get a kick out of this story. Back in 2018, there was a girl who graduated from Kent State, and part of the rules for the school was that students were not allowed to carry firearms. Even if you legally owned a firearm, you were not allowed to carry a firearm on campus. And the day she graduated, she grabbed her AR-10 and walked around the campus with it strapped to her back, saying, now that I'm not a student, I can do this.
No, it's still illegal.
Well, no. She had a permit for it and so forth. So that we're also talking about Kent State.
Okay.
But let me finish the story. Let me finish it because there's a local aspect to this story. Well, it turns out she was here in Jacksonville recently. Matter of fact, just a few days ago. And she and her family went to one of our quote-unquote attractions here in town called the Alligator Farm, which, if you guys have never been to the Alligator Farm, it's pretty great, especially for families and kids and so forth. They've got a lot of alligators. Well,
I've been to one.
Yeah.
And I went to Florida quite some years ago. So
was it here in Jacksonville?
I don't know. I forget exactly where it was. It was like me and my dad and my cousin went to Disney World, and then I'm not sure whether
It might have been in St. Augustine, most likely.
Well, that's where the Alligator Farm is. But
that's what I was going to ask. I was like, we have one in Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's local enough.
So you mean First Coast? Okay, yeah,
local enough. Yeah, it's local
I'll
enough.
bite.
D says your fans can barely stand you. Andrew, your wife must be a saint.
Whoa, D with the burn. Whoa. My man.
You know, I was telling the story about how the one guy was attacking me on Twitter because of my support for Mike S. Miller, and D was the one that posted, "Only your fans are allowed to pick on you like that." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's right."
Yeah.
So,
Right.
All right. So to finish this story, this local story, this Alligator Farm story, a guy at the Alligator Farm who worked there recognized her, and he went home, and then he tweeted that. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, I have it already pulled up. I actually, did a little bit of research ahead of time to make sure. Oh, geez, what is that? There's a commercial playing.
Oh, fail.
Oh my. Okay, here we go. All right. The tweet said, "I just want you all to know that Kent State gun girl came to my place of work, and it took everything in me to not push her over the railing into the mouths of 250 hungry alligators."
What the shit?
Well, needless to say,
He's an
I
somebody
hope that guy is getting fired.
somebody
Yeah.
read that, reported it, and a day or two later, I think it was a day or two later, the guy went to work, and the cop showed up, and he was fired and escorted off the property.
Best story ever.
And
I told you Andrew was on a roll today.
oh man, you're killing me. You're killing me. It's local stuff, but it's interesting too. But the one of our local DJs had the story, and he was talking about it this morning, and some guy from Ohio, where Kent State is located at, called in and said, "Yeah, he should have done it. He should have pushed her in, and blah blah this and blah." And then and somebody else was saying, "Yeah, I can't believe that guy was fired for saying something like that," and blah blah. And it's like, you people are freaking crazy. What if I worked at Walmart and I went home and on my Twitter account I says, guys, it took everything I had not to go over to the sporting goods section, pull down a shotgun, and shoot this customer in the head because they irritated me so much. You think I'd still have a job?
Or even if you said it was just same person, or whatever, they irritated me so much.
Yeah. Well, good thing the only thing Avery could do at his job is throw dog treats at people, so we're all okay there. So
Yeah, I know.
yeah. But I read that and I'm like, oh my God, what a freaking idiot. And he responded, he actually apologized. Well, I'm not sure if he apologized to his work or if he apologized to her. I don't think he apologized to her. But he said that, out of all the people that threaten her every day, he couldn't understand why he was the one that was picked on. And I'm thinking to myself, you idiot.
I mean, people threaten her all the time. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Freaking douchebag. Don't threaten people.
Yeah, don't threaten people. Do what Avery says.
You go around doing that. One day you're going to pick the wrong one.
That's right. And this girl is well known for carrying AK-10s or whatever, AR-10s or whatever it is.
AR-15 probably.
There
is an AR-10.
The article said, let's see, she graduated from Kent State in May of 2018 and ignited a firestorm on social media after tweeting a photo of herself carrying an AR-10 while holding a graduation cap that read,
AR-10.
The cap says, "Come and get it. Come and take it."
You know what an AR-10 is?
It looks like a pretty big rifle to me, as far as I can tell.
Something I don't want to be on the wrong end of.
Yeah, I'm sure you can educate me later, Avery, and tell me what one is. But the other thing I wanted to talk about, I'm a member of a Facebook fan page for a podcast that used to listen to all the time, and we were big. I don't know. I don't think Avery ever listened to them. The guys at 11 O'Clock Comics.
No.
You don't even know what I'm talking about, or?
No, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Well, I've been a part of their fan group for years. God, over maybe 10 years or so. Well, I haven't listened to their podcast in a long time because you know what? YouTube keeps me rather busy. So I think podcasts are done and over, but whatever, you know. But they recently posted. They recently put a post. One of the main guys put a post on there that said, "We've had a lot of new people come join the group, and everybody's welcome, except if you're a Gator. If you're a Gator, you won't be around for very long." And I'm like, what the hell? You know, I've never said anything on it. I've never said anything to anybody on their page. You know, I've never disagreed. I've never, argued with anybody.
It doesn't matter.
But they hate my guts.
It doesn't.
And it's just so weird. I'm such a likable person, you know?
Most of the time.
You are too naive for this crap, man.
No, I'm just getting ready to start some shit, and I'm just setting up the. Most likely, all they'll do. Well,
all right. My wife was yelling at me, so I missed all that.
Well, then you'll just have to go back later and.
I didn't say she wasn't right about it.
That she was what?
She wasn't right about it.
What was she right? What?
Because normally when my wife yells at me, I deserve it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
And she's standing right here, guys. Be quiet. Don't throw me under the bus just yet.
Well, quit hitting on my sister-in-law then.
Oh. Whoa. Oh, dude, he didn't throw you under the bus. He ran you over. Backed up. Double checked if you were still twitching or not, then rolled back over you.
He said she was standing there. He didn't say she was listening.
That's right. I was more teasing her because she's had a rough day, a long day.
Well, quit teasing her.
Yeah, she's not putting up with your crap today, so leave her alone.
Worse. Yeah. Kodiak's, I don't like living.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to die.
Oh, Lorenzo's in the chat. Oh, yeah, that's something I never did.
Hey, Lorenzo, how's it going, man? Hail Terra.
Hail Terra.
Hail whatever will irritate Andrew and Kodiak.
Well, why are you trying to irritate me now?
You're not going to irritate me.
I don't know. You're here. You're a target.
All right.
You're not going to irritate me at all, man.
Oh, yeah. Challenge accepted.
I'm so above it, man. I'm so above it.
Guys, you ready for the news that I was going to drop?
Oh,
okay.
Okay. What's
I finally...
He read a comic book for the first time.
For the first time, yes. It was called Scalped. You've never heard of it. Elliot Fernandez. Elliot Fernandez. Hold on, I was just looking at that. It looks like garbage. Contacted me today and invited me on his show sometime next week.
Oh, nice. Really? Very nice.
The dude that brought me into Comicsgate invited me onto his show. I love it, man.
Well, very cool.
Nice.
So cool.
I watched a little bit of Paranormals last night. I saw you in the chat. Then I
Yeah.
At night. I listened to it. Finished listening to it while I was at work today.
Yeah. I need to finish listening.
Very entertaining.
Yeah, I love it. The Florida man. Every time there's a news about Florida, it's like a Florida man today went apeshit, smoked crack, killed his family.
Yeah, I know.
And then they turn to you and say, "Did you know him?"
And I say probably. It's Joe Screet. Joe Screet Corner. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. It was Joe Screet Corner.
Oh man.
But yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that is pretty awesome. That along with finally getting to talk to Malin last night. I've had a pretty good 24. I gotta thank John Dillard for that opportunity and everybody that I'm on their chats. I really like this community, and I know there's a lot of different personalities out there, but I love all you guys, and we are united under one flag here, trying to do something about free speech. So if you step on each other's toes, just forgive each other or whatever it takes to get these books out.
Avery, is it just me, or is Kodiak in here name dropping again?
Always. I will too. Yeah. And I hope you do too.
As long as you go to the other people's streams and you mention us. You name drop us as well. So
I wish those people liked us, man. I mean, come on. I mean, you'd have to be stupid not to want to be on their good side. Plus, I watch their channels and enjoy them.
Avery has some name dropping news.
Not really.
Oh.
Yes, he does.
Oh.
Not really.
Hey, Avery, you know what John Malin said yesterday when I dropped Andrew's name?
Oh, God.
He's like, oh, no, not that guy. He's the Mike Miller of Comicsgate.
He did not say that.
That's awesome.
No, he didn't. But okay. I thought Avery would get a kick out of that.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
You mother flubber. Damn, I was going to... Okay.
You know how, there's those of us that love Mike Miller and all his ways.
Mike Miller is awesome.
Yeah.
This from somebody who's met him personally, talked to him, hung out with. Well, I didn't really hang out with him. I, spent some time going through some comic boxes with him. He's a professional. He's professional. He's a professional.
And that's what I was trying to tell everybody is we all have our faults, and it's about SJW wants to make you believe there's no redemption. That's not a thing. No.
Mike Miller's a dummy, but he's our dummy.
Right.
He's our dummy.
I didn't say that out loud, did I?
No, Ethan says it out loud.
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought something very similar. Like a lot of times Ethan says something, and I'm just like, that's almost exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And then he says, that's exactly what I think of Andrew.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that's Andrew's my Mike Miller.
I have no idea what I'm drawing, guys. I don't know if it'll be able to be turned out into a monster at the end, but we will see.
No. I'm starting with a portrait of this guy, even though I'm not getting this full scale in, because I have a general idea, but I've never known exactly what the head looks like.
I thought you promised throwing the towel for me, Avery. That's cool.
No. I'm here to spank you all.
Oh man, that's what she said.
And then I'm gonna beat you. And then I'm gonna beat you at the game, at the competition.
Oh, that just something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you've heard of Wolf's Milk? Wait till you try bear gravy.
Oh.
Twice the testosterone and protein.
Oh, man.
I'm not sure whether I'm going to be able to bear all this.
Nice, Rick, with the one-liner. Cool.
Avery, did you just create our very first memeable moment here?
What, bear gravy?
Bear gravy.
Yeah, twice the protein and testosterone is Wolf's Milk.
Does it also... Lorenzo says, yuck, not bear gravy.
Yeah.
Does it turn you into a bear?
Well, I got
kind of.
I got neutered, so my gravy is less potent.
Oh. That's the reason you have to take the suppository.
Oh. That is way too much information.
Move over, Malin. There's a new supplement in town. Bear
Oh, it's a thing now. It's a thing.
See, I was going to title the first episode of Drawing in Blood, Drawing in the Corner. Call it Drawing in the Corner, Chapter 1, also known as the penis discussion. This one's going to be the bear gravy discussion.
Oh, wow.
Y'all are just horrible people. I love y'all. You're great.
I own it. So if the SJWs ever come at me going, "You're a bad person," I'm going to be like, yeah, I know. I revel in it. I pride myself on it. I hate you guys because you give being a degenerate a bad name.
Because I don't like being lumped up with you guys. You're supposed
exactly.
To be
it's like, yeah, I'm a disgusting degenerate, and you guys give it a bad name. I can't stand it. You ruin it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I hate them.
We all have our own reasons for being in Comicsgate. That's Andrew. That's Avery's.
Yeah, they give being a degenerate a bad name.
I have no idea what I'm doing here. You know what? Screw it.
That's what she said.
I told you. Andrew's on a roll today. He's not letting loose. He's not letting up.
Okay. I gotta say something about work.
Oh, great. Riveting. Yes, and
I'm just glad none of the people I work with actually watch any of my streams because, man, I had to deal with some
in trouble.
I had to deal with some really, really, really dumb people. And it's not that they're dumb; it's just they're dumb. I had a rough day of dealing with dumb people, and you know what? There's a chance somebody.
Well, stop looking in the mirror.
Oh. You know what? Ooh.
Andrew's like, this is going to be the first time I ever try to kick Avery.
It didn't go out. It didn't work out as well as I had planned.
What, kicking Avery?
Yeah, it didn't work. I'm not any good at it.
I can let you know how.
He needs me. Trust me. I balance Andrew out. You don't know the things he would do if he didn't have me to go, "No, idiot, don't do that."
And the thing
you go, "No, idiot, don't do that. Let me do it."
That's for sure. I don't know, Avery. It looks like Andrew might take this one. Look at it.
Oh, hold on.
No, I'm trying to work it into a.
Nah.
Work it into a thing.
He's already done Minotaurs before.
It's not a Minotaur. It's an ox head.
It's an ox head. Oh, it's an ox head. That's so not similar to a Minotaur. You've already done that before too.
This is somebody new.
It's a different ox head.
Lorenzo says, "Avery, you are our degenerate." And he says there are several Comicsgate live streams going on right now. Really?
Yeah. War Campaign.
Nobody cares about War Campaign. John Malin's live. Well, Umbrella Guy's live. God dig it! You all get out of my.
Oh, Tug's on. I gotta go. You guys win.
They were live before you went live.
Oh, really?
Or at least Malin was, anyways. I was over watching him before I got your thing while I was waiting for your thing, your link.
Who doesn't love Tug?
That quite honestly could be another "that's what she said" thing.
Who doesn't love a good Tug?
All right.
Wait, y'all didn't say. Okay, I'm sitting there talking to you for like 2 minutes, and I just realized you wasn't talking back to me. You was talking back to somebody else, but it fit what I was saying, and that was creepy.
You suck.
There's something wrong with me.
Yes.
Oh, watch out. I just got coffee. Ha.
And
you know what? There was this hot girl. She brought it to me.
Oh. I've got a 2-liter that's already mixed with 7-Up and 7. Seagram 7.
Oh, you win. You win. Dude, no, I'll tell you this in the green room.
Alcoholism for the win.
Okay,
and because of Mike Miller's degenerate stream the other night, I've got a pack of Camels.
No, why did you do that?
Because I was going to meme him, but they changed the camel. It doesn't have the dude with the dick on it.
What?
I was gonna take a picture with a pack of Camels and a thing of Sunny D.
I don't get that. I don't know what that's referring to.
You didn't watch the Mike Miller stream where he kept making him look at dicks?
It is starting to...
Ethan kept making Mike Miller look at dicks.
Bro, it's getting so hard to keep up.
It was friggin' hysterical, dude. Ethan was trolling the crap out of Mike. He was like, "Hey, Mike, do you support the military?" And it'd be like this cannon going off, and the smoke plume was shaped like a dick. There's a guy with an erection in the old drawing of the traditional looking camel in the leg, and he was like, Mike, look at the the Sunny D logo. It was funny.
Guys,
what up?
He's talking to the children.
Yeah, so he was talking to Avery.
I'm not one of his kids. Kid.
Who's your daddy?
My dad's dead. Go look at my Facebook.
I'm sorry.
Yesterday was my dad's birthday, so I changed my profile banner to.
I'm gonna go check that out.
Picture of my dad's headstone.
How long ago did he pass away?
2011, I believe.
Yep, never gets any easier.
No, it's just kind of a bummer.
Yep.
Bummer day.
I'll go over and pay my respects as soon as we're done here.
No, you don't have to do that.
Did you call your mom?
Of course, I always call my mom on that day, dude.
Okay, very good. All right. Now that I'm done penciling, I'm going to inking now.
Yeah.
I think I need to change out this. You guys remember how long ago it was I changed out the cartridge that was in this pen? Because I did it on stream.
No. Yeah, Andrew. Don't worry. We'll keep track of that for you.
No, I'm just saying. It just seems like.
No, it's good. No, it's good, man. Yeah, we got nothing better to do.
It seems like it went by very quickly. Well, no, damn, look at that. It's still got ink in it. Weird. All right, well. Mike's blaming Ethan Van Caesar for his degeneracy. Actually, the only person he's got to blame for it is Malin. Malin's the one that instigated it.
Malin's the one that was egging him on. Dude, I was watching that stream and I was cringing. I was just like, no, Mike, stop. Mike, stop. Mike, stop.
And he did it anyway.
Don't listen to Malin. Mike, stop.
Listen to Avery.
But he did it, and
Avery, you know who has a sense of humor you would like?
Who's that?
Dillard, John Dillard, gaming.
Oh, cool. Do I need to follow him. I think I'm following him on Twitter.
Yeah, he's great, and he's so harsh when he's like competitive, like in the chat and stuff. People get him all wrong, I believe. He's so
people will do that. They'll take things the wrong way.
Yeah.
Dillard's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's on my stream a lot.
Yeah, y'all used to have a morning show, didn't you, Rick?
Yeah, we did. Unfortunately, I got on and I didn't talk a lot, so you know.
You coming out of your shell? Is that it?
Pardon?
Coming out of your shell because you talk fine now.
If there's something to talk about, I'm fine for talking. But if making up conversation from nothing, sometimes hard.
Cool.
That's what she.
And I am, and I'm coming, and a little bit of coming out of my shell, or at least letting parts of my personality out that I don't normally let everybody see.
Well, on this stream, just let your freak flag fly. I gotta kiss the Andrews there, man. On my stream, you can really cut loose. If anyone's on my stream, you can just get foolish.
Have you noticed how I've been quiet and being real quiet, letting you guys talk and not trying to dominate the conversation and so forth?
Much.
Well, good for you. You get a cookie.
That's over. That's over now, you bitches. I'm just kidding. Ugh. So back to this work thing. I'm trying to decide how much of it I want to actually talk about, but
0, please.
What do you guys know about? What do you guys know about Access and Excel spreadsheets and stuff like that? Anybody
0,
out there?
we're not nerds like you.
You know what I know about it? I'm sorry. I can hear him really cuss me out under his breath.
No, dude, it's fair game.
I'm still going to talk about it then.
No, here's the deal. When he starts, take your shots because he's not going to shut up. So you might as well have your fun.
So there was a document that was sent out to some people, right?
Yes. Continue.
And I'm the one that helped create the document, which is, not a big deal. I mean, I do it. That's part of my job. And one of the people, I'm not going to give any names or anything, that was looking at the document called me up and said, "Hey, I'm looking at the document and I can't edit it." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Are you looking at it in the Google Shared Drive," which is, Google uses Sheets and not Excel and so forth. And she said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, you need to export it, download it, and open it up in Excel. That way you can enable editing." It's one of the very first functions that comes up. Is enable editing. It's a button. And she goes, "But I've already done that." I said, "Okay, then that's it. That's all you could do is enable editing." And she goes, "Okay, that's fine. I'll ask somebody else." And I'm like, what the? Go ask somebody else. You're talking to the man, and you need to go ask somebody else.
Wow.
It was
Ooh.
No, I like that story. That's just like, what? I just told you the answer. I'll go ask it to someone.
Well, maybe somehow she still wasn't able to work with. Maybe she was still trying to work it with it in the.
She was. That was the whole point. I told her how to do it, and then she said, "Yeah, I know how to do that." And then she realized she hadn't done that, and then oh well.
Yeah.
It's like the time.
Oh my gosh,
she's trying to cover up the fact that she.
Vale Ned is here. He says, "Hail Rick," and he says, "Hail Raven," and then of course Lorenzo's gotta do the Hail Raven thing back. Don't you guys know we are all Team Terra here? Start to finish, Team Terra.
Raven's the hot goth one, right?
Yeah.
And Hail Raven.
Like I said before,
Donna Troy.
Terra's the Donna Troy. She has aged very well for a young lady.
For a long time.
So.
I'll even take Cassandra for Winter Girl as well.
Now, have any of you been reading the new Teen Titans, the one with Robin as the lead?
Rubbernecking.
It's got Kid Flash, and it's got what's her name from the oh god, I'm dying here. Lobo's daughter.
Oh, God.
I forgot what her name is, but I love her design as a character. I love her design. I think she's fantastic.
I haven't read
her
any.
name? Oh, jeez, I'm forgetting.
I haven't read anything in like over a year.
Oh, really? Well, this I like. Bernard Chang is doing the art. He's doing a fantastic job on it.
He's a great artist. I just I don't buy companies that hate us.
You read my chats all the time, and that's great poetry.
I mean, I haven't read any comics in over a year. Miraculously.
You need to go buy some Alterna.
Yeah, I'm planning to with my income tax.
Lorenzo says Tara's a traitor. Name a woman out there that you know that isn't a traitor, huh? Come on.
Oh,
I just had to check, make sure mine wasn't still in the kitchen. God, I gotta. You know, I need to do that before I say stupid stuff like that. You know?
Shots fired, as they say. Shots fired.
Nah, I love my wife. Thank God for my wife. I don't know where I'd be without her.
Oh shit. She ordered a pizza and then she left. Wow. All right. Oh no, she's right there. Oh crap! I'm talking crap about her, thinking she's at the store.
Oh, that's dangerous stuff right there, man. Talking crap about the wife and she's standing right there beside you.
Oh, dude, what's wrong with you?
He's not well in the head.
He's just a bit unobservant. Okay, a lot.
You have 5 kids and see how sane you are.
But a buddy of mine has 6.
I would think having more kids would make you more observant. Because they're always up to something.
I have 2 adult children and I freaking love it. It's fantastic. They do their own laundry. You know, they pay their own bills. I do help them with their taxes, but other than that, you know.
Yeah, everybody's got their own skills, right? And yours are taxes.
Speaking of which,
those aren't.
I got to start working on that for the daughter. Technically, my accountant does my son's taxes for free. She charges me for mine and for the business, but then she does his for free because his is really easy.
Yeah.
It's so nice of her.
It's easy.
D says, it sounds like everybody's hiding from their wives. I don't have a wife, and neither does Avery, so we ain't hiding from nobody.
Lucky.
I'm not hiding. I would never say anything on the stream that I wouldn't say in front of her face.
As he says as he ducks.
Well, I do know how to duck. I can trust me. I can run faster than she can, so I'm not worried about that. She knows it. She knows it.
Yeah, and that's the only reason you'd say it in front of her, because you can run.
Yeah, but
you
I
gotta
also
remember. You got to remember something. She knows where you sleep.
I do know.
What I was about to say.
I do know that as well. And that's not a funny thing because I usually go to bed way before she does. So.
Bye, Andrew. Nice knowing you.
Oh, well.
Can you imagine the things that Avery's going to say at your funeral?
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know lots of the stories that he could tell if he wanted to.
I just stuck my black.
I'd just be way too broken up. I wouldn't be able to talk, man. It'd just be so sad. I don't even know if I could go just to see him like that in the casket. I just wouldn't be able to take it.
Oh, I won't be in a casket. Trust me.
I wouldn't. I don't even think I would go. I'd just be too broken up.
Whatever. No, I've given my wife instructions on what to do when I die, and I told her, and I've also told this to my parents, and they're not happy about it because
having Todd and Avery talk at your funeral.
No, about what to do with what's left over of me. I told them, and this is the truth. I've told it to her many, many times. I've said, you will do what is legally required, the absolute minimum amount.
Amen to
So
that.
if the minimum about legally provided by law is to put me in a cardboard box and torch me,
Amen.
that's fine. And because I told her, I says she's going to need all of the money from the insurance.
Yeah. Can we
So
start the process now?
What the? I am absolutely sure my son and Avery would definitely be all for that. No, I used to have a running joke that once I had enough life insurance, my wife would go and talk to Avery and some of my other friends and say, "Hey, listen,
time.
There's enough there. We could do it." So I always kept it low. But I actually have a lot of life insurance right now. But I don't think it covers apparent suicide, so don't make it look like a suicide. That's all I'm saying.
And for everybody searching to investigate Andrew, he's joking.
I know, dude. So many people wouldn't be able to take that as a joke.
No, I know. Well,
you just got to remember, doesn't need to look like an apparent suicide as long as you don't do it in that way.
Lorenzo says the Zoroastrians have their dead be devoured by birds. You know what I'd always want? If okay, this is a real question, everybody. If you were to be eaten alive or eaten, if your body was dead and your body was to be eaten by something, by some type of animal, could be the human type too. That's never off the table. What animal would you want to be devoured by?
A bear. Totally be. I would find it so awesome to be eaten by the stories my kids could tell. My dad was named Bear, and he was eaten by a bear.
What about you, Avery?
I don't have an answer for that question. It's too stupid.
You notice how Kodiak came back really quick with an answer?
Well, I'm dead. I don't really care what I'm eaten by.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're dead. You don't care. What would, in your mind, what would be a cool thing to be devoured by?
If I was already dead, not murdered by said animal?
Right.
Oh, what?
Well, yeah, you could be killed by the animal as well. That'd be fine, too.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying.
Bears are scavengers, man.
A dingo ate your baby.
A dingo ate my baby.
What movie is that from? I know it's from Seinfeld, but what else? Because they were quoting the movie.
The actual case where people tried to claim a dingo ate their baby.
Oh wow!
It was made into a movie as well. Yes.
Yeah, that's.
I think that's where the line comes from. But yeah, wasn't it like a Sissy Spacek movie or something?
I don't remember.
Isn't that no? That was from
it was a
Down Under. What's his name?
It was a famous. There was a famous case where people claimed that a dingo ate their baby.
Didn't Nicole Kidman play the story of it though? Didn't she do it?
It was somebody. There was a movie.
Yeah, there was a movie, but I think it was an older movie, like a 70s movie or something.
Oh, you're not talking Quigley Down Under where there was a crazy chick in it. I think she was.
Ringo ate my baby. Lorenzo, that's not right, man.
Oh, dude, no.
Ringo ate Mike Miller's baby.
Andrew, this is one of those things.
I know. I'm stopping. I swear to God.
Andrew is my Mike Miller. I have to disavow and reavow him on a regular basis.
Dude, don't you?
Hey, Ethan never disavows Mike. He disavows the stuff that he does, maybe.
Yeah, I disavow Andrew all the time. Then I have to reavow him so I can disavow him again later because he's family.
That's right. Plus, he likes going out with me, going out to have lunch with me from time to time.
God, you're such a putz. You're such a putz.
I need somebody to go to comic shops with me to make fun of what's on the shelf, but support somehow. How do you support a comic shop when everything's crap on the wall? Like ask them if they have Alterna.
Just order everything you can Alterna. Start a pull and order everything that looks good from Alterna. And buy back issues and 50-cent bin stuff.
Yep. Matter of fact, we're gonna do that this weekend. Go check out the 50-cent bins this weekend.
That's cool. Where do y'all go? Y'all just surf?
No. We got a couple of stores near here. One of them has 50-cent, and he just got new 50-centers in earlier, the end of last week. So that's a good thing.
Or you can buy non-comic stuff from them.
No, we don't buy non-comics. No. Non-comics? What are you talking about? Non-comics?
Like figures and stuff like that?
Yeah, no. I don't have room for that. I have too many Legos taking up the shelves.
Guys, you gotta watch John Burns travel through his collection leading up to his office. It's epic. But one of the things he said stuck with me. He's like, I stopped buying comic books years ago. So being who I am, a collector, I started collecting statues and got addicted to statues and toys.
Mm-hmm.
So he traded that. So he'd go to the comic stores and order the statues and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Now,
I collect original art. That's my thing. That's my weakness. Specifically sketches now. Used to be pages, now it's sketches.
Lorenzo said, any good non-superhero book from Alterna?
Yeah, Scrimshaw's my favorite.
Well, Avid got introduced us with that one. It's the one about the duplicate. I forgot the name. Doppelganger. Yeah. That was he gave me the first 2 issues of that. That was pretty cool.
I think I have an issue of it. It was okay.
Yeah.
Scrimshaw's the one that I like.
Yeah, I couldn't get into Scrimshaw, to be honest with you.
I think the art is really. I think the artist has a lot of potential.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the colorist. I think you could knock it out of the park so much better.
Whatever, dude.
It's because you're fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break and go around and look and see what everybody's drawing. We'll start with Kodiak.
What is up?
What you got going on there, man?
I have no fucking idea.
Okay. It's glad to know. That is some type of monster there.
Hey, Metallica.
Monster. This monster live.
Does Avery? Does Andrew get that reference at all? Avery?
No.
Probably not. My nephew was singing when we were visiting with him the other day. Was singing "Enter Sandman," and I'm like, "You don't even know that song."
Say your prayers, little one. Don't forget my son.
It's something he probably heard on Fortnite or something, you know.
I'm one of those dudes who love the Load album, so that pretty much tells you. Everybody gives me crap about liking the Load album.
I don't even know what that is.
And they should. I mean, let's be honest.
All right, now we're gonna switch over to Avery, see what he's doing here. Avery, of course, is doing the digital painting, which he's knocking it out of the park as always.
Of course.
So, what is this thing you're drawing?
It's a character for something. I've never drawn it before. You don't get his scale. I started with a bust instead of drawing a full figure. So you don't get his scale as to how large he is. Plus, it would be a very, very long time in the series, I think, before you ever saw him.
That's all right.
Cthulhu.
It does have a Cthulhu mythos to the story.
Nothing wrong with that.
But it's not Cthulhu. It's deliberately not. Doesn't look.
I love the veins. God dang it! I'm supposed to be hating on you. The veins suck. Look at that silly eye. That's a silly eye. One eye. Who has one eye?
It's like Mike Wachowski. It's like Mike Wachowski's grandfather. You know.
Maybe.
You see, you should delete that garbage. Delete that garbage. Before you do, send me an email of it.
Do you even know who Mike Wazowski is?
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah.
No.
How would I not have any idea who Mike Wazowski is?
All right. Well, I get to get you.
I know what it is. Get it?
Yes, I get it.
I like Monsters Inc. It's good.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, that. Okay,
Oh my God! You were trying to get me.
And we ended up getting cross. Okay, well.
Yes, I know what that. I like some of Pixar's movies.
All right, we're gonna switch over to Rick and see what Rick's drawing. What are you drawing there, Rick?
I have no idea. Something freaky.
Well, it does look horrendous, to be honest with you.
That's what I was going for.
As it should, as you should be, yeah.
Man, Rick, you're leaping and bounding, man, in your art. It's good to see.
Oh, thank you.
I like that thing. Whatever that is.
You never know. He could definitely, expand and start doing a horror comic, instead of superheroes.
Yeah.
Could easily do it,
Well, my problem is I can't write horror. I know that. I'm on the anthology, but
Well, then what you need to do is you need to hook up with somebody like NASA or something to write you a little quick, like a little horror story. Avery's laughing, but I'm being honest.
Just listen to Andrew's jokes and stories, copy them down, and there you got horror.
Yeah. Although I did, I am in the anthology, and I wrote something about, I think, a bit of horror. I just think you got to use your mind a little bit for it. So I don't like slasher horror. I just think it's too. The best horror movie that I ever saw was 30 Days a Night.
All right, since we're on the subject of horror and talking about movies, since Cross brought it there, what is the scariest movie you've ever seen?
30 Days a Night.
Really? Avery, what's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
Maybe the original Exorcist.
I only watched that recently, like within the last year, because it was on Netflix. I never saw it till, like I said, recently. It wasn't that scary, but
it was when I was a little kid and saw it.
Oh yeah. All right. What about you, Kodiak? What's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
Depends. Can I go like parent, or can I go? Does it have to be horror?
It doesn't have to be horror. Trust me, my movie isn't horror at all.
Yeah, mine is called, and it's actually got a good ending, and it's actually a true story. But it's the what is it? It's the movie. It's an Australian movie made about the tsunamis. The tsunamis over there in.
Is that the one with like Owen Wilson or something like that?
Yes, something.
Oh, yeah. I know what one you're talking about. I've never seen it, but yeah.
I have it in my DVD. I don't know what it's called. God dang it. Well, that's ruined.
Well, I know which one you're talking about, so. That was a recent movie. That was like in the last year or so.
Yeah. No, it's actually 2012.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's recent.
Yeah. Well, I guess so, because I just realized that not Judge, but Dredd was 12. And I was like, was that long ago? What the heck? I
am the law.
Yeah, no, that
movie. No, the good
one.
The good Judge Dredd movie.
Wait, did you see that, Avery?
Not the Stallone version.
What, where it's just Judge Dredd in an apartment building?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that would have been fine if it was like an episode of the Judge Dredd TV show.
Yeah. Well, I love it. I loved it. I just pissed that
I didn't hate it.
No.
I agree with you, though. It did kind of play like a Netflix movie or a Netflix episode.
Well, the good thing about it was he never took off his helmet.
That's true.
Unlike the Sylvester Stallone, where he did most of the movie without his helmet.
Yeah. See, when I saw Demolition Man and heard he was going to be Dredd, I was like, I had such high hopes for Dredd.
Yes.
That was
after watching Demolition Man. But then try to make it like that kind of movie. I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Demolition Man was so much fun.
He even said he wanted it more campier, and I'm like, no, Stallone, stop.
Well, that's because if you ask somebody like him about comics, he's thinking of Batman. He's thinking of Batman, the TV series.
TV series, yeah.
Yeah, that's what a lot of them think of when they think comics. So,
no, my dad's one of his pet peeves was superheroes taking off their masks, and then I realized watching the kids watch the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Yeah, no.
They always found a way to explode his mask so his face was showing. I'm like, forget the star. Look at Dread and how well it did with its simple plot and its not taking off the mask.
Well, that's because they had to keep reminding you that it was Tobey Maguire underneath there, you know?
Hollywood really truly believes you need to see an actor's face for them to emote.
Yes.
And it's like, that's not what's going to make Spider-Man work. You have to overact in the case of that. And that's one thing that they haven't done quite enough of.
That is, you single-handedly, with that statement, it was actually a broad brush. Hollywood doesn't know anything. And it kind of goes into what I was saying. Why was Star Wars good? Why was I've never seen American Graffiti, so I don't know. Why was Indiana Jones good? Because you still had hungry directors that was trying to go for art. They were hungry directors. They had to fight for their art. They didn't have as big executives over them saying, no, this is the way you do. You know? Now, funny enough, a lot of those people who were the hungry directors creating new art with things like Star Wars have become the bigwigs that kind of control with this kind of micromanagement. So Hollywood doesn't know anything.
Yeah, the one thing I hate about Hollywood, especially when it comes to TV Hollywood, is that they think they have to explain everything to the viewers. Like, if you were watching the first season of The Walking Dead, they had that episode, which was completely out of the comic book continuity, where they tried to explain how the zombie apocalypse started, you know, or what might have happened. They never, ever did that in the comic. They never had to. You know, it didn't matter. You were in zombie apocalypse. That was it. That's all you need to know. You didn't have to know exactly how it started, when it happened, and all that. And they did that one episode where they went to like the CDC or whatever it was. And I was like, God, this is so stupid. But that's because they had to explain to the people who don't know anything about comics, don't know anything about the story. They had to tell them what happened. You know?
But then you never even really did find out with that episode what happened.
No, you don't. You don't. But they wanted to try to explain and give you an idea, because in the comics, they never addressed it. It's never been addressed.
Yeah.
At least up in I haven't read the comics in a long time, but the first few graphic novels there was the idea of what happened. Why did this happen? Nobody cared. Everybody was too busy trying to survive. You know.
Yeah. Well, I only read I might have read more of the comics than you. I stopped reading again about a year ago. Then too. And it's just because I got into, I don't know. I wasn't able to get them and weekly like I was normally, and then I just got out of reading them on a weekly basis.
Yeah. Anybody who argues that Walking Dead is a bad book is just arguing preference, not actual, like, it's just crap. No, you just don't like the book, and I respect that. But that is a good book. It's just...
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's just influence you on, because it's several times I've pulled it down and said, what would they do with paneling, with a conversation? What would they do with character development? How would they get this through, this idea through? So, and I'm not caught up. I'm like Rick. I'm probably way behind the actual what's going on in Walking Dead, but I love that. I am going to continue being a fan because I quit the show.
Oh, I still like the show. My wife and I are both still looking forward to it.
The show's over, dude.
Oh, I know. I mean, they're losing characters left and right, but they're planning on doing spin-offs and so forth. I like, to be honest with you, I like Fear the Walking Dead, but when it first started, there was one character who I absolutely despised and hated, and he ended up becoming like my all-time favorite character in the show. And then they did something horrible, and now But then they've created a whole bunch of new characters who are actually really interesting. Some of them are very, very, very compelling.
The only reason I've never watched Fear the Walking Dead, but I've been tempted to watch it because Ray McKenna's on it.
Yeah.
So I like Fear the Walking Dead too.
I had written a 100,000 word novel of my version of a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
It was all about being in Jacksonville, basically a redeemed crackhead or redeemed drug addict. So the first couple of episodes of Fear the Walking Dead, I'm like, oh, God damn it. And then so I was like, but that's not why I stopped watching it. I stopped watching it because it just didn't, I don't know.
Yeah, that was last year after they killed Carl, probably about an episode after I stopped watching.
Spoilers!
That's the evidence. No, everybody know. If you don't know that, well, you're just late.
I know.
That is the exact episode me and my wife stopped on. We have not seen a single episode since that. It
Really?
was stupid death. It was so stupid.
Yeah.
You're sitting here watching this thing, waiting for him to become the badass, and they're showing signs of him doing this thing of maybe the show will take it to what the
comic is.
The comic always hinted at is that he's gonna be the and then they eventually killed off Rick.
They didn't kill off Rick.
Is Rick dead in the movie too, in the TV series too?
No, he's not dead.
They couldn't commit to it, but
they said no, they did not. They said it was his last episodes. They never said he was going to die. He did not die, and they've already announced that they're going to do TV movies, and he's going to be in at least 3 of them.
How stupid is that? The man walks over a bridge and says, "Oh, they blew up the bridge. I'm going to walk away from my daughter forever."
He didn't walk away. See, you didn't see the episode, so you don't know what happened. It actually, I hate to say it, the only part of it that doesn't make sense to me is if Rick was still alive, he would be searching for his daughter, period. And in the show, it went forward 5 years where she's a little bit older. And I love her, the way she interacts with Negan. It's great.
They rewrote Carl's part, didn't they?
Pretty much, yeah. Because they
SJW'd Carl's part. Okay.
There's this one part where she's standing outside of one of the houses, and she's just talking to herself, and you don't realize it until Negan speaks up because he's still in the jail cell inside in the basement of the house. That she's not talking to herself; she's talking to him, and she's asking him for advice, and he's giving her good. I'd hate to say fatherly advice, but I love that part.
Let me guess. He asks her if she would kill him, and she said, "Yes, I will kill you." In some way, shape, or form, that line goes.
I don't think that happened, but I can see what you're talking about. But
yeah, that's Rick's. That's Carl's line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the comic book is way different than the.
Oh yeah.
Man, we'll lose, dude. The chat. I just clicked back on the chat. Is
they've abandoned us for greener pastures.
Mine just was catching up.
Oh.
Sorry. Well, the last one that I have is Lorenzo said he's away. FAK.
We have a Humphrey Bear in the chat.
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Andrew.
Yeah. All right. So, how close are you guys to wrapping up?
It's up.
I'm just adding extra stuff just to make it look even more nasty.
All right.
Well, give me a few minutes. Don't call it yet.
Oh well, yeah. I'm wrapping up myself. So yeah, just adding a little bit of detail in the background.
I have no idea what I was doing. I was just that's my intention was to kind of just goof off and see if I could pull something out of my behind quarters.
Jerry says he's still here but has nothing to say.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah. Well, if you have any questions for anybody,
Jerry's good people. He's usually just listening in the background. We don't mind.
Yeah. True.
Jerry's good people. He's the one that's my my wife's cousin, which is so funny. When I first told her that Jerry was part of our streams, that he was listening in the chat, she thought it was his dad who was in watching the streams, not him. No, it's Jerry, not the older Jerry, the younger Jerry. Like, oh, and then in her mind, it made perfect sense then. But I was like, "Hun, your uncle's watching the stream." He goes, "No, cousin." So okay. All right. Let's see. Drawing in the corner. Doubt my dad would would sit and watch this. No, he probably wouldn't. You know, now I've asked my family multiple times if they wanted to be involved and come in and say hi, and they're all like, no. They're like, we don't want to have. My aunt came in. There were some times my aunt Linda would come in and she tells everybody, says, we're funny, we're hilarious, but nobody wants to come by and say hi. So. You spelled no. Oh well. And if I spell it wrong, Google will correct me.
Yeah, but sometimes they correct you when you haven't got it spelled wrong too.
Yeah, I know, but that's okay. Ooh. All right, Kodiak, are you done? Because we're looking at your whatchamacallit again.
Yeah. Okay, I can speak. Well, I don't know why I'm not speaking.
We're not seeing video either.
When I adjust my camera, I can't do both. I can't do. I guess my camera's not my system.
Oh, mine does that too. If I change the settings in the camera, it'll stop working.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then we'll go back to you last. But all right, we'll look at my picture first. This is my drawing that I did. Actually, I did two drawings. I did a sketch in my sketchbook of a Minotaur, and then I completely destroyed it by drawing it larger. But that's all right. It gave me an idea, and this is definitely not the final version of this character for me. I'll do a different version, a better version later.
A Minotaur.
He's a monster. You know? He's a monster. And he fits in the hero world in one way or another. So, all right, let's go check out Rick, see what Rick's got. Rick, that is definitely scary. That's not a lady I'd like to meet in a dark alley, you know? Now, is she an aquatic creature?
I don't know. Like, I got the spider type eyes there. Then I did whatever thing with these horns or whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. Then I gave her like almost a squid or octopus type arm there.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking she's like a twisted, demented type of mermaid, you know?
And then I got like a snake tail here. You know, like almost Medusa-like.
Yeah.
And then I got this whacked out super huge arm.
Well, that looks like more like a crab claw or a lobster claw type to me. That's why I was thinking it was aquatic, you know?
Could be. Like, I haven't thought anything through. I just started. I started drawing the spider eyes. Okay, let's do these horn things. Then I drew these. I was going to do regular size arms. No, I want skinny arms, super skinny arms to make it look
very cool.
Anorexic or whatever. And then I just went whack.
Well, I definitely would not want to come across that in a dark alley, like I said. All right, we're going to switch to Avery, see what Avery's got going on here. Avery, this is very freaky.
Thank you.
What's his name? Bob?
They're just known as the Black.
The Black. Very nice. Oh, you've even got a name already for it and everything, huh?
Yeah, he's the oldest. He is the original. He is the big bad in the story.
Very nice. Now, you did that completely digital, right?
Yes.
All right. What size is that? I mean, not that it matters, but
11 by around 15 and a half.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's almost a full comic page size.
Yeah. Very nice. You know, it kind of looks like a little bit of what I drew. Were you copying me the entire time? Was that what you were doing?
I didn't even look at yours.
Yeah, it's what you say now. I don't know. I don't know how far.
I had it in mind to draw him. I just didn't draw his scale for how large he is. But he won't be in the story to the very end.
Very cool.
This is your own story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got some ideas that he's going to do eventually.
Oh, cool.
Very nice. All right, let's go to Kodiak. Kodiak, we're looking at your ugly mug. I mean, that's a scary looking monster, but we want to see your drawing. All right. So what kind of backstory do you got for this guy? You're on mute.
I said, it actually changed from what I had intended. I was gonna start off with some kind of djinn or genie, and it just started looking like another kind of swamp monster.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? Do you remember the character Ink from Batman Beyond?
Oh yeah.
Very much like a shadow type creature type thing.
I was
a Florida Shadow Man.
I was going for a mixture of last week, which is and after I decided to go this way, I went for a mixture of Swamp Thing and Lord Zed.
All right, very cool, very cool.
Swamp Zed?
Now I would just
Swamp Zed. It's Swamp Zed, y'all.
Now I'd like to see how you write him into your story about your biker gang. You know, I don't know how that's going to work, but hey, you never know.
It fits.
It might.
All
Yeah.
works out.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all coming by. Oh, and Jerry says Lovecraftian horror story, Avery.
Think Lovecraft meets Conan meets Walking Dead, the Dark Crystal.
Is there any other way to think? God, that's...
Throw in some Wizard of Oz, and you've sold it.
Wait! I haven't seen Andrews. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna have to throw a vote on this one. You can't just give it to Avery this time.
I'm not giving anything to Avery.
You gave it to him last time.
Well, that's because he did the best sketch this time.
And I did this time clearly.
No, believe it or not, I think Rick did the best one this time. He did the most horrific looking thing. But then again,
is the thing of nightmares. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? That actually reminds me of a Magnolia sketch. It sure does. Holy crap! That's what it doesn't look like anything he's done, but it looks his almost like it's going towards his style. Magnolia, is that the right
Mignola?
Mike Mignola, yeah.
Mike Mignola.
Yep.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us and enjoying this second chapter.
Andrew?
We'll ask them.
Well.
Hey, you guys out there in the chat, or later on, and if you leave a message, let us know which one you think's the best, and we'll go with that.
Let them down gently and tell them how badass Uncanny Kodiak's drawing is.
Yes, and Uncanny Kodiak, you spell that MISFITCORNER.
Spank them softly.
CROSS. COMICS.
And we don't have a.
It's clear bear gravy.
Bear gravy. Oh my god.
You know, there's only one person in the chat. The other 4 is us. So if we each vote for ourselves, then whoever's in the chat, which is probably Lorenzo.
Well, and Jerry's there too. So
that means this is the chat where you get to choose the winner.
I think Lorenzo's voting for me.
Gengatata of syrup. I guess that's the winner. See? No winner. Haha.
Hail, Rick Piper of Maple Syrup Gangsta.
By the way, I would. Oh no, we'll do that. We'll discuss that in the green room. Hold on.
I don't think anybody's voting.
We need somebody. Who do you know that's probably quick on the Twitter?
Jerry said it's a tie between Rick and Avery for me.
I don't know.
Lorenzo, Lorenzo, are you voting for me? Who are you voting for?
Hey. Misfit Corner's not talking. He's going into his alternative account and voting.
It's double the tea, double the protein, bear gravy.
I love it.
You just don't want to bear with that, John.
Yeah, I like it because the double T, high T.
It's got double the tea, double the protein is wolf's milk, bear gravy. Drown your biscuits in it, baby.
Avery, Andrew took off. Voting on who you think is the best drawing tonight, Joshua. There's mine. You want to talk there, Kodiak?
He's also got I think he's got it locked on me.
Does he?
Yeah. What happened to did he? Oh, he's dropped out, guys.
He got kicked himself. Lorenzo's voting for me, so there's one vote for me, 1.5 votes for me.
Are we still? We're still on.
Yeah. It'll still play, and we can totally hijack his stuff until he turns us off.
What did he do? That idiot.
And I can't un-white box myself.
Who's white boxed, Joshua?
I am. Josh says I am.
What did Andrew do?
Hey, I've seen lots of people do this. Actually, I did it on the other channel.
Oh, Ethan's done it. Ethan's dropped out of his own stream, and everybody continued for a while. Andrew, if you go to the chat where you posted the link, you can take your link back.
Yeah, or you can just go into Google and all that, and go in there and just say restart Hangouts.
All right, let me see. I wonder if that unwhite boxed.
No, only he can do it. Every time this happens, it's usually when somebody's light box too. It's funny.
Oh, Andrew.
And he didn't give control to anybody, so that doesn't help.
Josh says the stream will end soon if he doesn't come back.
Yes, it'll automatically.
But I've seen people who left their chat and it not do it, so I don't know how.
Eventually it will. I think the timing is different.
Right.
I think it's on Kodiak's right. No.
Yeah, it is. It's giving me all kinds of shield prestige.
Oh, unfair.
Yeah, I needed it. Come on, this is not a great piece. I don't even know what he's doing here. Like, look, he's like, should have. Oh,
he's striking a pose. It's Vogue.
He's Vogue. I don't even know what mine's doing.
If we wouldn't get a strike, I would play some Madonna right now.
It looks like yours is attacking his, and he's going, "Oh shit!"
It does. Look.
Because it's still rotating for me in the Hangout chat.
Yeah, it does. It is for me too. I'm just not sure about on the thing.
Just remember, a vote for me is a vote for double the tea, double the protein.
Thank you, Lorenzo. Okay. I know I should win. See, Lorenzo says I'm the winner, guys.
Where's the thing? I gotta get. You know what? I'm gonna go ban him in the chat.
He just said yours is good as well. He voted for mine. I wonder if Andrew's even listening. I wonder if he even knows we're still in here.
Guys, this is what we got to do.
We might still be talking.
We got to get the four of us. Like, we're starting to get good banter between the four of us. We need to get the four of us on the fan edition, like, and promote the show that way.
Yeah. Well, I can get on pretty much almost any time if I want.
Yeah. So
I just gotta say,
anybody can, as long as you contact Chester. He's really good about that.
Yeah.
And hail Chester. Just throw that out there.
Yep. Hail Chester.
Yes.
I sent Andrew a text to get back in here.
Yeah, watch him get back in.
Like there's a chance he's rambling on and doesn't know he's not in.
Oh, that's a thing. Or man, I hope what happened to me didn't happen to him, where the whole computer has to start back up.
Well, that's possible. Then it might take long enough that it boots us. The time seems to be variable.
Yeah.